I love how Psalm 22 takes a turn and reminds us to keep our eyes fixed on God. Yet you are enthroned as the Holy One. You are the one Israel praises. In you our ancestors put their trust. They trusted you and you delivered them. To you they cried out and were saved. In you they trusted and were not put to shame. Psalm 22 begins with deep feelings of abandonment. But a few verses later, something changes. The writer begins to remember. He thinks about the stories of how God helped previous generations. This movement from pain, from suffering to remembrance is one of the most practical habits of faith. When we are going through a difficult time, our world often becomes very small. We focus only on what is currently going wrong. And it becomes hard to imagine that things could change. But the psalmist does something different. He looks back and he remembers how God has been faithful before. The stories of the past help him trust God again in the present. And this is something we can practice in our own lives. When we intentionally remember the ways God has helped us before, it helps us see our current situation differently. Sometimes these memories are big moments and something clearly changed, and other times they are small moments. Someone showing up at the right time, a door opening unexpectedly, or wisdom coming just when you needed it. Remembering these moments helps us realize that our current struggle is not the whole story. God has been faithful before, and that gives us reason to trust Him again. Faith is not only about looking forward. Sometimes it's about looking back and recognizing that God has already been at work in our lives. When we remember His faithfulness, it becomes easier to keep walking, even when the future feels unclear. Write down 3 moments in your life where you experience God's help or guidance, and then thank Him for each one of those.